Good afternoon. In following the idea of India, we follow the idea of societies in music. Perhaps I should play this for one more second. You can all hear me? So I dedicate that to whosoever birthday it is today, tomorrow, in the interim. So the idea of societies, we've seen the growth of two kinds of societies, the individualist society and the collectivist society. A lot has been discussed about these topics. What is amazing and what's almost scary in a way is that music actually has played a very complementary role to that. In an individualist society, we find music being very collectivist in nature. In a collectivist society, we found that music has been very individualist in nature. It's taken this sort of role as a bête noire. So for example, in a very individualist society, typically the society of the West, where it is I, me, myself, we find the prevalence of harmony, where notes are played together. Human beings are not together so much, but the notes are played together. A very interesting contrast between society and music. So the entire development of church music, the entire development of harmony itself as a concept has followed that idea that through music people can come together. So we find pieces like this, the plain song, the music of the medieval church, which sort of works in chords, including even most popular music from the West. If you take melodies like the very famous Everly Brothers hits, Devoted to You, which goes almost all melodies in popular Western music works with the concept of harmony, which is nothing but voices coming together. In an individualist society, music is collectivist. In a collectivist society like we are, where everything is done in groups, including the famous picture of how 10 people can use the same cell phone to talk to the same person, where everything is out on Facebook, we find that music takes on a very individualist role. Everything about our music is about finding individual self-expression, finding creativity that comes deep from within. So music, once again, playing the role of what society is not doing, music is providing the mirror to that and saying, okay, you're collectivist and everything else, through music I'm giving you an expression where you can be individualist. Take, for example, our whole idea of raga exploration. Whenever we take a rag, I take kamas now, and we do exploration, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper and more profound into the expression of the raga, which is really about individualism, which is really about saying I'm connecting with the spirit within and producing that, even though the society around me is collectivist. It's the ability to find the voice among the multitudes. For example, in kamas, So much so that in a collectivist society like we have in India, even the way a melody searches within itself to find an ending, it finds an ending which is on an individual note. In South Indian classical traditions, we have this concept called the Tanam, which is an exercise with notes. It's all about finding that single note, it's all about finding that singularity which comes this way. So if this is the singularity note that I'm trying to reach, it's looking at all the different ways of approaching that note, from below, from above, from way above, from way below. And it works as an exercise, so it almost goes. We could take all these journeys, but we have to come back to as a contrast to that, in an individualist society, melodies are searching for collective endings. It's again the opposite. So in a typical Western classical piece like the Prelude No. 1, which I'll play, you'll notice that while it's a series of individual notes, the ending is a collective chord. So what is it about music that makes it special? What is it about music and thought that have made all of these sessions special to us? Is the fact that whether we look at its individualist role in a collective society or a collectivist role in an individualist society, try saying that 5 times, it's quite tough. In all these contrasts, in all these parallels, music has the ability to both unlock your creative self-expression, and it also has the ability to bring people together. One burst of melody, one burst of universal keys is all it requires to banish all other thought, come together and probably sing as one. In embodying this mission and in embodying the idea that we are all one, and it's the universality of music that brings us all together, I present a medley of songs, starting with Vande Matram, mixing with Blowing in the Wind. Thank you so very much. Over the last 3 days, my colleague Sadhana and I have had great fun bringing this together to you. Music is far more than entertainment. I think it's the very breath of our lives. I think we have to thank Team Tehelka for thinking of us and having us as part of this. Thank you so much to Tarun, Neena, Shoma, all of you. It's been a great experience. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know this is asking for exercise again, but I'd like to thank my colleague on the console as well. If you can turn back, Sadhana. Thank you.